Hi, and welcome to my very awkward intro. My name is Susan / Bambi, and this is Bambi's Rambles. How are we, friends? Are we good? That's good. And if you're not good, remember that's okay too. Now, I was not going to make another creepshow art video, but can I just say my YouTube homepage, my landing page on YouTube, so many creepshow art videos, and we're at a point now where we need more photos of Shannon because we're all using the same photos, guys. But anyway, there is so much more that has come out about it. And I've also found some really cool content creators that I really, really like. So I've got Omnia, which I was already watching, but they get better and better with every video. Not Another Housewife. I like her take on the whole thing. Also, who else do we have? There's so many. John's Peanut Gallery, Beauty Demon. If you guys want, I'll just link it down below, and then you guys just can go subscribe to everybody. Like I'm the first person that's ever heard of these people, but still, it's pretty cool to find new content creators, even when we're in the midst of a shit show, which is Amy. Wait, I meant Shannon. Sorry, guys. Now, with Amy, I mean Shannon. So I've gone through a lot of, creepshow art content. I think all of us have fallen down this fucking rabbit hole, and there's more and more things that come out. But the one thing I will say about every single community that I have been in, every single video I've watched, live streams, comment section, so on and so forth, there's a couple of things I'm not really impressed with. Not that I am the gatekeeper of YouTube, but I feel like as someone with this, I should speak on it. Now, a lot of people have come to the opinion, which shouldn't even be an opinion. I say that lightly. Because again, not the gatekeeper of YouTube, but for everyone to sit around and say Shannon has BPD. There's a few reasons why this bothers me. So the number one reason is I have borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed nearly 12 years ago, done my therapy, X, Y, and Z, worked really, really hard on it. But the fact that every single time some asshat does some asshat shit on the internet, it's fucking BPD gets thrown in your face. And that's really shitty. That's upsetting. I feel like that's really selfish. And it's, we all want to talk about being mental health care advocates, but at the same time, we're just telling people what they do and don't have. And just because someone does something crappy, they're just like, okay, we're going to label you with this. I don't think that's fair. None of you are doctors. Maybe some of you are, I don't know, but I think if you're a doctor, you wouldn't be stating your professional opinion on the interwebs. But yeah, I also want to talk about Peach's video that Peaches came out with this morning about some emails and stuff that she received from Creepshow. And it makes me really fucking sad because look at everything she went through and no one cared. I'm not saying no one cared, but let's look at the vast majority of people didn't care. I think that's really crappy. If you want, I can do another video where I talk more about Peaches and a bit of the backstory and kind of piece it all together with the new information that we do have. And also another thing I wanted to talk about was Emily Artful. Emily Artful, she's a huge creator in the art community, and I think she's really smart and I think she's really creative, and I think she's incredible. And I don't know if this is true or not, whether this is just my speculation or whether it's come about, but remember when Emily Artful did those videos saying that someone was impersonating her and trying to get PR and stuff? I feel like that might have been Shannon. Because I don't know if she's confirmed that in anything, but I feel like maybe that could have been Shannon as opposed to just the other harassment that she said that she's done. Now, it's almost like she's gone after people that she perceives that she wants to be. It's almost like bring down the person that you have a twisted, what's the word, single white female thing about, you know. And I feel like it says more about Shannon than it does about anybody else. I feel like, projection, manipulation, we can talk about all these other things, but she literally has gone after people that are everything that she isn't. And instead of embracing who she is as a person and bettering herself, learning qualities from these people like D'Angelo Wallace, Emily Artful, Ready to Glare, all these people that she's talked about, she's gone and just spewed hate, if that makes any sense, or tried to destroy them. And I feel like that's really shit, isn't it? Fuck, Shannon. Do you need a cookie? Are you okay? I feel like, I can go further and further into these sort of topics and creators. So I can go one by one and do a bit more of a deep dive on each of these. And I feel like I want to go back and watch a little bit of her content and kind of see the comparison for what you can see now from what we know now, if that makes any sense. If you guys want that sort of content, please let me know down below. If you want me to shut the fuck up about it, I really can. But, I also kind of want to say, not sorry, but kind of I feel bad. I was kind of, I have not been a fan of Creepshow for about 12 months now. And I kind of felt like I was just gloating a little bit because everyone was such an asshole to me in my video that I did about her months ago. Everyone was not nice to me. And I was well, a bit I fucking told you so. But then I started to read a lot of comments and a lot of stories, not only in my comment section, but in a lot of other comment sections. And I started to feel really bad because, some of these communities that she has affected are people that she was standing up for, communities that kind of need alliance and things like that. And not only has she used them and created what people thought was a really good ally and a really good voice for, things like body positivity, racism, trans rights, and, all these other things. Not only has she been a fake justice warrior about it, she's also gone and felt as if it was so disheartening and so uncomfortable for her to say these things. She had to go and spew this other, all this disgusting stuff directly after in these forums to make her feel better. That's how it bothered her so much that she said all these great things, that she had to go and say all these horrible things to express how she really felt. That maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm going too complex, whatever it might be. But that's just how I feel about it, And I feel really bad for her subscribers. I remember personally when we had, Shane Dawson. I know everyone hates Shane Dawson, but I was affected by the fact that Shane Dawson was exposed. I have agoraphobia. I don't know if it's a severe form of anxiety that you cannot leave what you perceive as your safe space, which for me is my house. And YouTube is very, very important to me. It is my access to the world. It is my access to others. And I feel like when we start losing content creators that are important to people, and I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, it's just YouTube. Well, yeah, it is just YouTube for some people, but for other people it is a coping mechanism. You know what I mean? It is something where people have their Netflix TV shows like Game of Thrones, and some people have so recently J. Cole dropped a new album, and that album for my husband was everything. Like, I didn't exist. None of us existed when J. Cole dropped that album. So we all have our different things. So I can understand how a lot of people were upset by that. And yeah, like it's just really, really disappointing. And I feel like there's so much more investigation, digging. You know, I don't want to be an anti-Amy creepshow Shannon channel, but I also have so much I want to say, but I don't want to sit in front of the camera for 75 minutes because everyone will be like, bitch, shut up, you know? But, and also, like, when you go back and watch her video on her stalker, and then hear that video came out several days after Emily Artful wrote something on Twitter about having a stalker. Like, do you see how calculated that is? Like, there is so much more to this. Do you know what I mean? And I saw that there was a tweet from, you know, where I cannot remember her name. I'm so sorry. I think it is Ashley, but I cannot remember. But she was talking about her, Tamimi, and Edwin's generation, where they were like, we can't help you. We can't be there for you if you won't let us. And we want to make sure you're okay. That there, to me, says a lot about their true mental health advocacy that they do hold. Because she was quite disrespectful to especially Edwin, you know, and the fact that they still wanted to be there for her and support her and understand what the fuck is going on, what is happening, you know, that said a lot. And when I posted my last video and I received a comment from Ready to Glare, you know, for me, I was jumping up and down the house. I was so happy that she had done that. That was the sweetest thing in the world. But, you know, it also made me feel like, okay, she is watching some of these videos, and it's really good that a lot of my comments and a lot of other people's comments have been very, very supportive of Ready to Glare, because she does deserve it. And I feel like everything that Shannon has done to all of these people is a projection, you know, it's a projection, it's a manipulation, it's calculating, it's cunning, and it's quite frankly fascinating to me. Now, I don't know if anyone else feels like it's fascinating, but for me, I'm just like, this shit is bananas. Like, it just is fascinating to me. You know, and you hear about some of the emails people have got from her, and the way that she's treated people on Twitter. You know, like, there's just so much, and I feel like there's so much more I want to say. But if that is something people are interested in, I'm more than happy to do that. Like, that would be really cool. But yeah, I think that Amy is Shannon. Shannon is Amy. She's trying to blame me, Amy. But yeah, if you want me to shut the fuck up about this topic and not talk about it again, I can do that too. But also, will I listen to you? Quite frankly, probably not. But no, I will. But not. But will. But won't. Haven't decided yet. Unless it's from Rhonda. No, Rhonda. No one's talking to Rhonda, okay? Rhonda. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, send a pigeon, take your medication, clear your cookies, use a VPN. Don't tone your hair too long like I did and have half green, half grey hair, but it's a vibe. Anyway, I'm gonna fuck off. So I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day. Love you all. Bye.